a whole virtual universe. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do.
Congratulations on the film. We really felt the effort and the time you guys put on this project. Tell me more about the technology was developed specially for this film.
Well, the technology developed for this film especially was less of a invention, a machine that had to be invented. It was not that so much. It was an effort on the part of the ILM people who created all the digital special effects to create characters, or let's say avatars, that you could really love, who could be emotional, not just like Halloween masks, but characters that were so real in the Oasis, in the virtual world, that they were interchangeable for the real-life characters in the real world. Because I wanted the emotions that we attached to, to Samantha and Wade, their character names in the real world, to carry over to Artemis and Parzival in the Oasis, so we don't suddenly stop feeling for them just because they're avatars. That was the big challenge.
Olivia, what was it like working with a perfectionist director? Tell me about your experience working with Steven Spielberg. He's not here.
It was wonderful to work with such a genius and such a talent, and then also have him trust us and trust our ability and trust what we had to offer. And also I think we're all quite young, and this was the biggest thing we had ever done, so we came with our preconceived notions, and we were so anxious and eager to please, and he instantly just cuts that with his own kindness and his own nervousness and his own vulnerability as well.
What do you think of virtual reality and the things we see in the film? Do you think we could see this in the near future?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was really excited about this film just when I found out that it was going to be made, and it was going to be made by Steven Spielberg, and not even thinking about my involvement in it. So this film, I think, for me, was incredibly exciting because it explores that thing we're actually trying to figure out how to navigate now, is different forms of escapism, and in this story, it's accentuated and exaggerated or enhanced to a virtual replica of a real world, and trying to find that balance between a digital profile or world and your real world self, and not to involve yourself too much of it, in neglecting yourself in the real world, and really, it's about self-control, I guess, and that was really fascinating to me.
How do you feel when you watch yourself, the bad boy in the film?
Well, look, anytime you watch yourself, there's a little bit of like, yeah, but when you watch it in this context, it's kind of like, yeah. It's pretty, look, the film is absolutely wonderful, and to be playing the antagonists, the misunderstood characters in this film is a great honor.
Nowadays, Hollywood is more diverse. So tell me about the diversity in this film. We see people from Australia, Japan, and tell me about this. How was the experience on set?
I mean, the experience on set's just amazing. It's a freeing experience. There's freedom on set. There's freedom, and it's not, with the characters as actors, working with Steven Spielberg, it's magical. And yeah, having a diverse cast, keep it going. That's amazing. That's progress, and never stop progress.
Find him. I'm talking about actual life and death stuff.
So tell me about your impression, first thing you read the script.
Well, when I read the script, it's funny because when I auditioned, I didn't get a chance to read the script. They only gave me these sides that because it was very top secret. So I got cast, and then I got the script, and I thought, wow, this is phenomenal. This is such an amazing adventure. And then I read the book, and I was even more blown away by the source material because it's so layered and so well thought out. So I was just really felt very blessed that I was able to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful ride.
What's going on? Practicing my Mario Kart!
In the Middle East, we have so many incredible characters and stories. Have you ever thought of turning one of those stories to the big screen?
I would have to first become familiar with the culture and the stories that are available there. But I am available to any great story that captures my imagination. And once something captures my imagination, I have to make a movie about it. So you never know.
You know, a lot of directors heading to film in Dubai, Morocco, and other places. Have you thought of this maybe someday soon?
Well, you know, the good news is that the world is shrinking. And film helps the world get smaller and smaller, because film is the one language we all speak and we all share in common. Yes. So filmmakers in Dubai, filmmakers in Morocco, filmmakers in the United States, filmmakers in Australia, or filmmakers, in China, all of us speak the same language, and the language is telling stories about the human condition or stories about our imaginations. And I think that makes us all brothers and sisters.
Thank you so much. Congratulations again, and hope to see you soon in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you willing to fight? Help us save the oasis.